Warm greetings to all our fellow Catholics. We are delighted to have you here once again and pray that your day is filled with Christ's blessings. As you watch this video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an important update. Join us on this spiritual journey and stay with us until the very end. A revelation of great urgency has been shared with the world through Father Petar, a priest closely connected to the visionaries of Medjugorje. This message has profoundly impacted the Catholic community, calling for an immediate transformation in both faith and personal life. During a night of intense prayer, the Virgin Mary appeared to him with a message unlike any before. Her face, usually filled with peace, was marked by sorrow and deep concern. Tears filled her eyes as she spoke words that would remain forever imprinted on his heart. The time that has long been foretold has now arrived. This is not merely a symbolic statement or a warning for the distant future, but a direct and immediate call to action. The world stands at the threshold of an immense transformation that will change the course of history. Every person is being called to prepare for what is to come. The Virgin Mary did not speak in mysterious riddles or obscure prophecies. She clearly outlined a series of events that will unfold across the world. These occurrences are not random, but are divine signs urging humanity to wake up spiritually before it is too late. There will be a noticeable increase in natural disasters. Earthquakes will become more intense, floods will rise unpredictably, and extreme weather conditions will grow more frequent. These are not mere coincidences, but urgent warnings, urging people to reflect on the state of the world and their own souls. The fragility of material existence will become evident, reminding all that true security is found not in worldly possessions, but in faith and divine protection. The world will experience economic and social upheaval. The institutions and systems that many have relied upon will begin to falter. Financial instability will shake economies, and social unrest will spread across nations. Structures that once seemed unbreakable will begin to collapse, compelling people to reconsider where they place their trust. This will serve as a moment of awakening, revealing that material wealth and power are fleeting illusions compared to the eternal truth of God. A great divine manifestation will be witnessed by all. A celestial event of unimaginable magnitude will take place, visible across the entire world. This will be a final sign, an undeniable moment that will offer humanity the chance to choose faith and conversion before the fate of the world is sealed. This divine event will mark the beginning of a new era, separating those who heed the call from those who choose to remain in spiritual darkness. The Virgin Mary did not merely warn of what is to come, but also provided a path for preparation. Those who follow her guidance will find strength, peace, and protection during the trials ahead. Daily prayer must become a priority. The Rosary is not just a devotion, but a powerful spiritual weapon against the forces of darkness. Every prayer strengthens the soul, pushing back against the evil that seeks to take hold of the world. The Virgin Mary assures that those who faithfully recite the Rosary will find divine protection and inner peace, even amidst the storms of tribulation. Repentance and confession can no longer be delayed. Every person is called to seek reconciliation with God, making confession a regular practice. The sacrament of confession purifies the soul and strengthens it for the battles to come. Beyond seeking forgiveness from God, individuals must also extend it to others, letting go of resentment, healing old wounds, and embracing a heart free of bitterness. Families must be consecrated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary. This act of dedication will be a source of divine protection, transforming homes into places of refuge and grace. A household deeply rooted in faith will serve as a spiritual stronghold during difficult times. Parents are especially called to lead their children in faith, ensuring that the next generation is spiritually prepared for what lies ahead. Fasting is not only about abstaining from food, but also about purifying the heart and mind from anything that leads the soul away from God. The Virgin Mary calls for a renewal of spiritual discipline, urging people to set aside worldly distractions and focus on deepening their relationship with God. Through fasting and acts of penance, individuals will receive the strength and grace needed to navigate the coming challenges. Faith cannot be lived in isolation. The trials ahead will require unity among believers. Communities must gather in prayer, provide support to one another, and encourage each other in faith. Prayer groups, acts of charity, and spiritual gatherings will be essential in maintaining hope and perseverance. The stronger the unity among the faithful, the greater their resilience in the face of adversity. Among the revelations given to Father Petar, the Virgin Mary specifically mentions 6 nations that must be particularly vigilant. These countries will face immense trials, and the faithful within them are being called to heightened prayer and preparation. Argentina, Mexico, Colombia, Spain, Venezuela, and Costa Rica must remain alert. The people in these nations are urged to dedicate themselves to deeper faith, seeking divine guidance in all things. Though great trials will come, those who stand firm in devotion and trust in God will receive divine protection. The Virgin Mary's message is not one of fear, but of responsibility. Every person has a role to play in this spiritual battle. There are no passive observers. Each prayer, every act of kindness, and every moment of faith has the power to shape the future. Humanity is being given one final opportunity to choose between the temporary distractions of the world and the eternal truth of God. Those who remain faithful will witness miracles and an extraordinary outpouring of divine grace. The Blessed Mother has assured that conversions will take place on a scale never seen before, bringing many lost souls back to the light of God. Father Petar, overwhelmed by the weight of this revelation, delivered a plea filled with urgency. The choice set before humanity is clear, but time is running out. The Virgin Mary has given her guidance, but it is up to each person to respond. There is no more time to wait for further signs. Conversion cannot be postponed. The moment to act is now. Those who take these words seriously will be strengthened by divine grace and prepared for whatever lies ahead. This message is not simply a prophecy for the distant future. It is a personal call to transformation. Every person must ask themselves, has this message changed my perspective on faith? Am I truly prepared for what is to come? What steps must I take to ensure that my soul and my loved ones are protected? The urgency of this message cannot be overlooked. It must be shared with as many people as possible. Social media, conversations with friends and family, and personal testimonies must all be used to spread this call to conversion. Every soul reached is another opportunity for someone to turn back to God before it is too late. The Virgin Mary's message is one of hope and preparation. Though great trials are approaching, those who trust in God, commit to prayer, and embrace a life of faith will witness the triumph of the Immaculate Heart. The world is on the brink of transformation. The time to choose is now. Heaven is watching, waiting for humanity's response. Will you answer the call? We are grateful for your presence on this journey. Your faith and participation bring meaning to this mission. Until we meet again, may you find strength and hope in the shared experiences of our faith.